Hello, welcome back to Barlow Barbecue. I'm Matthew Barlow. Today we're going to be doing some pork belly burnt ends along with some country style ribs. And I made a Korean inspired sauce that we're going to put on all this stuff later on. So stick around, it's going to be pretty good. So I've got the pork belly and the country style ribs ready to go. I rinsed them with cold water and then patted them dry with a paper towel. So the pork belly, I'm going to cube that and put some rub on that and then smoke it for a couple hours. And then we're going to take that off, hit it with some of the Korean sauce that we made, some brown sugar, and we're going to put that in a little pan with some aluminum foil over it. Put that back on the grill for another couple hours until it's done, until it's nice and tender. With the country style ribs, I'm going to put a rub on them as well, and then we're just going to stick them on the grill and smoke them, cooking until they hit about an internal temp of 180 degrees. You could go 185 degrees too. So I'm thinking that's going to take about 4 hours. So let's dive in close here and we'll get some rub, get these ready to go. So this is our pork belly right here, and that's about 1.5 pounds. And then over here is the country ribs. Now these are cut from a pork butt or a Boston butt. That's what you want to get. That's the kind of country ribs you want to get. You might see pork tenderloin country ribs. You don't want those. Those are going to dry out way too easily. These, you can smoke these for a long time. They'll taste delicious. So first thing I'm going to do is cube up this pork belly. So I'll cut the rest of this up and see you again when these are all ready. Okay, these are all cubed up, and let's get some rub on there. Now this is a rub, I made this rub a few weeks ago, so I'm sorry I don't really remember what the recipe is. Maybe next time. I think I got it out of a cookbook or something. It's a good pork rub. I'm just going to coat the pork belly. And I'm just picking up the pieces and getting the other underside there. Covered all sides. Here are the country ribs. Doing the same thing. Okay, the charcoal's ready, so I'm going to add some more charcoal to the rest of the Slow N Sear. And got a couple wood chunks that I'm going to put on. Yeah. Alright, got the grill probe on there. Let's get the lid on. Okay, the lid's on, and I'm going to leave this alone until I see the grill temp come up to about 240 degrees, and around there, 230 to 240, and then we'll put the meat on. Okay, so let's turn on my grill thermometer. It's currently reading 132. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, grill temp is at 238 degrees. I'd say it's ready. let's get the lid back on. Let this baby come back up to temp. And yeah, we're going to give it 2 hours, then we're going to come out and check on that pork belly and see if it's time to transfer that into the aluminum pan and add some sauce at that point and then put them back on. Okay, it's been about 2 hours and it's almost time to check on the pork belly. But before we do that, I want to show you the sauce that I made that we're going to apply to the pork belly and to the country style ribs. Okay, so this is a kind of a Korean style inspired sauce. So what I took was 2 tablespoons of this hot pepper sauce, and you can find this in Asian stores, Asian food markets. 2 tablespoons of that. Did 1 tablespoon of honey, 1 tablespoon of, got some brown sugar here, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, and 2 teaspoons of rice vinegar. Now, I've got some of this extra hot habanero hot sauce, and we threw in, I think it was about a tablespoon of this. Now, because we have so much meat, we took this recipe and we multiplied it by 3. But it's what I gave you just now is a good starting point, and I'll put that recipe in the description box below. Okay, so I ran out of some aluminum pans that I was going to put the pork belly in, so I've got to improvise and use some tin foil. Try to make a little basket here. Okay, we'll see how well that works. Alright, let's check it out. Grill temp is at 230 degrees. And the country ribs are at 150 degrees. So it's been 2 hours. Let's check it out. We're going to take off the pork belly. Okay, here's the sauce that I made. Pretty thick. So I'm going to douse this pork belly in the sauce. And I'm going to throw a little extra brown sugar on this once I've got these sauced up. Then we're going to cover them, wrap them up in foil, and we're going to put them back on for another hour or 2. And from there we're just going to be watching out, like we're going to be looking for the right texture for these. When they're kind of squishy, you take one and kind of squeeze it a little bit between your fingers, it's squishy, then you know it's done. But we're not there yet, okay? Okay, got my brown sugar. I'm just going to sprinkle that in there like that. Now I'm just winging it here, folks. I'm just going to take this other side and cover it up. See if I can seal it up, and maybe I'll just double wrap this. Another more tin foil. I put another sheet of foil underneath so I can tighten it up this way, then close this up, and that looks really good. Put this back on the smoker. Okay, let's get this covered back up. We've got a ways to go yet. A couple more hours, I think, 2 or 3. Let this grill come back up to temp, and we'll check back in a couple hours. Okay, it's been a few hours since I saw you last. Changed my shirt. Getting on into the evening now. It's about 6:30, and the pork belly is done. I took that off about 10 minutes ago and unwrapped it. Took their temperature, and they hit about 200 degrees, which is perfect. So we put some more of that of this sauce on them, and then we put them back on the grill for like 10 minutes or so to kind of let them crisp up just a little bit because they had been wrapped in foil. So the pork belly's done. We're still waiting on the country style ribs. This is my first time cooking them, and wasn't quite sure what to expect. But as for this pork belly, I'll show you, give you a little close up here. Yeah, it's a little out of focus. Not the best. Let's try it. That's melt in your mouth good. The nice spice of the Korean style sauce comes through. It's got some heat because we put the habanero hot sauce in there. Threw a little bit more of this hot sauce on there. Let's try another one right here. Perfect. I'll see you again when it's time for those country ribs to be done. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make an executive decision regarding the country ribs. They're only at like 155, 156, so it's not going to make it to 180 tonight. We're getting hungry, and so we want to eat. So I'm going to go ahead and just take this lid off, and I'm going to sauce these up. Hit these over some direct heat. Okay, I think my charcoal's pretty much kaput, and it is the last of the charcoal that I've got. So I'm going to go ahead and pretty much call it. Let's take one of these off and give it a try. It looks really good. Beautiful. Let's taste it. All right. That's really good. A lot better than I thought it would be. Although it didn't reach the internal temp that I wanted to with this, I'm still really happy with the flavor of it, and the texture is pretty good. It would have been a little bit more tender if we could have made it to at least 170. 180 would have been preferable. So if you do this at home, see if you have got the time, cook it to about 180 if you can. Although this wasn't bad, about 155, 160. But we just ran out of time today. The pork belly turned out perfect, just the way that I wanted it to turn out. And I'm really happy with this. So we're going to go inside and eat. It's been a long day of barbecuing. It's been a great day. So thank you for watching today and hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Try the pork belly out for yourself and try some country style ribs. Leave some comments down below if you have any questions about the cook today. Hit the thumbs up if you liked this video, if it was helpful. Share it with your friends. Find me on Instagram at Barlow BBQ. Would love to hook up with you on there. So anyways, thank you for watching today, and stay tuned. I've got another video coming next weekend. My brother's going to be here, and we're going to do an overnight brisket. So that should be pretty cool. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon.